Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing my updated foundation routine slash everyday makeup routine. This is pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis if I'm like going to work. If I'm not going to work, I don't wear makeup because it takes me a while to do. A lot of it is drugstore, some high-end, but not all. Hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get into it. Okay, so before I started filming, I did apply my moisturizer, and I used the Cetaphil, I want to say it's like the daily moisturizer. And then to prime my face, I'm going in with my Ulta Beauty Matte Face Primer. And I mainly focus this on the T-zone. And then I actually just learned this tip in the last year, and I have been loving it. And it's really good for, again, my oily skin people. Sorry, dry skin. I used to be one of you, but my skin changed up when I was like 22. But this tip is really good. And I didn't believe it because it was so like, that's not gonna work, but it works. So you prime your face and then you set your face and then you put foundation set again. And I was like, isn't that gonna make your foundation blotchy? And it actually doesn't. It keeps my makeup on all day, especially if I'm going to like an event or something. I will do this trick. Now, if I'm just going to work, I don't usually. So I'm gonna be going in with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Translucent Setting Powder. If you guys haven't tried this setting powder, what you doing? So I basically just set my T-zone and I will bring in a little bit on my cheeks, but. Now, because I have some acne scarring from a breakout like almost a year ago, I do go in with a corrector. And I do have a video on how to color correct, but I will, you know, shorten it up a little bit with this color wheel I'm gonna put right here. Basically, if the colors are opposite from each other on the color wheel, they will neutralize each other, cancel each other out. So it's a Sofers. It's a Sofers. I love you. I use green to correct my redness from my acne scars, and I use this LA Girl Pro Conceal, and it's in green corrector. If you know me, you know I love LA Girl. They just came out with these foundation pigments that you can like add to make your foundation like cooler, more neutral, more warm. I'm like, has anyone else come up with that? I'm sorry if someone has, like I'm not trying to not give them credit, but that's genius. I just put this all around my chin and then I go out and I blend it in. And this basically just ensures that if my foundation does wear off during the day, my acne scars will not show through, because that is my main problem with foundations, is that throughout the day my acne scars do start to show through. Okay, now for my foundation, I look like I have a beard. For my foundation, I'm going in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop full coverage foundation. I don't know why I said that like 7 times. It claims to be 24 hours and I'm in Classic Tan. This is too dark for me. I thought in the store it was perfect. It's not. We're gonna just move past it. I don't care enough. And because when I do my mini review of this, I'll explain why, but I do mix it with my Farcelli Rose Gold Elixir 24K Gold Infused Beauty Oil. I feel so fancy reading that. I take about, I'm not gonna lie, I take almost like 5 pumps because that's all it is. And then I take like 3 drops of the Rose Gold Elixir. I have this little brush I mix it with. And I just dot it on my face. And then going in with my Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki brush. You know, I alternate this between this and a beauty blender. Now this foundation might be awesome if you did use a beauty blender. I'm just too lazy to constantly get it wet. You want to make sure you really work on this area so none of that green really shows through. And also, I know my face is really like white, but it's because I self-tan my body and I use a different self-tanner for my face. So my face never really catches up. To be fair, when I am my peak tannest with my self-tanner, this does match. But I took a really long bubble bath last night, so some of it washed off. Because this is such a dark foundation, I do use a lighter concealer to balance it out. So Sophie. I didn't even know she was there. Then I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Light Medium Honey Concealer. So basically I just apply, I know it looks like a lot, but it's not to me. I apply a triangle motion under both eyes. I do a little zigzaggy on my forehead. And I take just a little bit and do the bridge of my nose. And then I do like a little X on my chin. And then going in with our Sigma F86 Tapered Kabuki. I love this brush for concealer. This was the original, all the brushes I use from Sigma are from the original Jaclyn Hill Fave brush collection. And then for the under eyes, I do something a little different. I will blend one out and then I'll set it immediately. Like I don't waste any time, I set it immediately. This is gonna ensure that your concealer doesn't crease throughout the day, doesn't look nasty, you know. So I go in and blend it out and bring this up on my eyelid too. I don't really use an eyelid primer unless I'm doing like a vivid look, and day to day I usually don't. So right after I'm done, I go in my peach powder and I set that immediately. I could taste the peach. Now with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to just set the rest of my face with that Peach Perfect powder. And what I love about this powder is honestly, like, I feel like it minimizes my pores and it just creates such a smooth finish on the face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. I am going to be uploading my brow routine next, so definitely look out for that because it has changed. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in Caramel Toffee. Sorry. In caramel, I don't even know how I'm supposed to say it. Caramel Toffee. This is $4.99 at Ulta, and I think I got it at my grocery store for actually less than that. I think $3.99 at my grocery store. And it's actually amazing quality, and it lasts me so long. I take an angled brush from Crown Brushes, and it came in a kit that I got like a long time ago. And I'm going to take the darker shade. This is Untouched, isn't it beautiful? And I'm going to contour my cheekbones. And I like to use the side of the angled brush. I just feel like it gives me a little more precision. And I do like to drag it down kind of far. I know you're not supposed to, but there are no rules to makeup. And then I also contour my temples and my forehead. I also do my jaw. Gotta hide those double chins, ladies, am I right? I take the yellow side, and this is gonna kind of give me that like facelifted effect. So I take that yellow and I pop it right in this area and I kind of drag it up. And do you see what a difference that made? And that's just gonna make it look like your cheekbones are popping. And then I do put some in the middle of my forehead as well, and my chin. To contour my nose, I take this little pencil brush. Sophie. So cute, look at this face. To contour my nose, I just take a little bit of that product and I really like accentuate this little part. I create like a little V, and then I will bring it up and follow my nose bridge. And then I just kind of take it and blend the edges. And then I take that yellow powder and I kind of pack it on the center of my nose, or the bridge of my nose. And this step really matters. Highlighting is just as important as contouring. I'm gonna let that sit there and bake. Now lately, I've not been into blush. I've kind of been taking a break from it. I'm not really sure why. For highlight, I'm going to be going in with my Wet n Wild, again, Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this is in Precious Petals. And at Ulta Beauty, this retails for $4.99, but again, I think I found it at my local grocery store for less. And this highlighter is so slept on. It's gross. I use this on my clients. I use it on myself. It is literally comparable to high-end. Like, I don't know how this is not talked about more. So anyways, I take this little dingy whatever brush. Again, no idea where I got it. Most of my brushes I accumulate over my teenage years. and I don't get rid of them. There's no shame in my game. So I take, and I'm not even gonna wet this because I don't feel the need to. Just watch. Do you see that? Do you see this? This is drugstore. I take this up into the temple and I kind of just keep it right on cheekbone. Lovey. You can wet it if you want, but I find when you wet some highlighters and apply them to your cheekbones, it can look kind of chunky and glittery, so this one kind of does that. But on its own, it's already just gorgeous. And then I apply some right above my brows. I have one. And I also apply it to my chin. And then I'm gonna go ahead and wet this little brush because we're gonna be highlighting my inner corners. I'm gonna be highlighting my inner corners. You're gonna be highlighting your own. This is my first time using this stuff. It's the Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. So we're gonna test this out today. And I'm basically just gonna spray. Smells normal. I'm gonna be highlighting my inner corners with this. I do drag it up like here, just to highlight that area. And this just makes your eyes look a little bit bigger. And then take it down just a little bit onto the lash line. And then I also highlight this little part of my brow. And then I'm gonna dust off that nose bakage. Take that highlight again, to the tip of my nose, and then right in the center. And that's it. Snatched. Before I start my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with that same oil control fixing spray. I'm gonna be going into my Huda Rose Gold Remastered palette, and I'm honestly just going into this for the black and, hey, I always do that. The black and the sandalwood color, which you can find in other palettes. It's not necessary to have this palette to do what I'm about to do. So for my everyday look, I have been doing like kind of a minimal smoky wing. So what I do is I grab my little angled brush and I take black truffle, which is just that black in the palette. And what I do basically is take just a little bit and I will create a little baby wing going more in the upwards direction, following my lash line. I drag it halfway to my, what? I drag it halfway, just like stopping like right where the eye or where your pupil is. And doing this just makes it look like you have bigger eyes because you're not enclosing your eyes by taking it all the way in. Okay, once you have your baby wings there, we're gonna be going in with sandalwood, and I'm taking a very small pencil brush. This is a dual-ended Anastasia brush that came in one of their palettes. So I take the little pencil side and that sandalwood color, and I basically just go in and blend the top of the eyeliner, and I flick it out just a little bit. Now to clean it up, I'm going to be taking Cella Ivory Lace Highlighter. And what we're gonna do with this is basically clean up underneath the wing. And then I just blend it with my finger. Now I'm going in with my Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. And I like my lower lash line to be pretty bare. So that's why I didn't apply any shadow. But I do apply mascara. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes off camera. I am using, this is my first time trying them, the Eylure Luxe Silk Effect in Radiant. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply those off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now that lashes are on, I'm actually digging these. They're pretty and fluffy. Okay, for the last step is lips. I'm gonna wipe this lip balm off. So the first thing I go in with is my NYX lip liner in Natural, and I overline them just like a little bit. I go in with the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Catherine, and then I top it off with the Ulta Matte Lip Cream in Bestie. So what I basically do is I take Catherine, which is like this dusty rose color, and I like wipe off the wand a lot, and I just like dab just like that much on. Do this, maybe a little more. And then I blend it out with my finger. And then I top it off with Bestie, and it just creates like this perfect, I don't know, just like my lip color. Like not my lip color, but if I could pick a perfect lip color for me, it would be this. I forgot a very important step actually. I'm sorry. I go in with that Chella tan eyeliner or whatever pencil, and I just put this in my waterline. And this just helps to really open up my eyes and make them look bigger. Okay, loves, and that is my finished everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so I know you want to see more of these. If you guys like the basic looks, I just want to know. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.